So my name is Matti. I am the founder of Hat Labs. Hat Labs is a Finnish company doing open marine hardware and software, and we have been doing that since year 2021. For about 2 years, I've been now doing this the marine part, the product design part, full time. I will first go through my own products, which are shown on this board, and then I'll also give a brief overview of the different display products in the other boards. So first we have here Halpai 2, which is a waterproof marine computer using the Raspberry Pi Compute Module 5, those small industrial size modules. Halpai 2 is basically a ready-to-use boat computer for those who want to benefit from the Raspberry Pi ecosystem, but don't want to put everything together from individual hardware pieces. So there is a sturdy power supply section that has the supercapacitors for short-term energy storage. So if there's a power glitch, for example, on the boat 12-volt bus, then it doesn't matter. The device keeps running as is. And also, then only if there is a power outage of more than 5 seconds by default, then the device will inform the operating system that it needs to shut down. So even if it was, if it would be used as a data logger or something that continuously writes on the disk, it doesn't matter because the shutdown is always done in a controlled fashion. And also, you don't need to train your crew to shut down the computers when you leave the boat, for example. It has NMEA 2000 and NMEA 0183 interfaces. It has a SSD hard drive, solid state disk for mass memory. And you can choose between 512 or 1 gigabytes or 1 terabyte by default, but other sizes are also available on request. There are all regular computer hardware interfaces like USB 3. There's 2 HDMI, Ethernet, an external Wi-Fi antenna. And the whole thing is passively cooled. So there's the Raspberry Pi Compute module is on the bottom side of the main board, so it will sink heat to the enclosure. The enclosure is a little bit warm, but it will work fine in fairly high ambient temperatures. So Mediterranean summers are not really a problem. Like it will keep running just fine. I am also developing a new Raspberry Pi OS based operating system for it. It's called Halos. The basic idea there is to have the browser as a first-class citizen. So basically, you're able to do you have these nice landing pages, but you're also able to do all the management operations over a web interface. So like to update the computer, add new applications and whatnot. And the applications are run in Docker containers there. So they're kind of mini virtual machines that makes it makes them easy to upgrade, and they're like nice sandbox applications that are not interfering with each other. Then I have a number of ESP32 based development devices. there are like Helmet, SHESP32, and HALSURF. Helmet is like HATLAB's marine engine and tank interface board. It's intended to help with integrating, for example, old diesel engines to NMEA 2000 bus. So you have 4 inputs for different analog signals, like you can have, this is a rudder angle sensor, you could have oil pressure sensors, you could have water temperature sensors, and like fuel tank senders, water tank senders, whatnot. And this has an NMEA 2000 interface, and so like all of the data can be output to NMEA 2000 or over Wi-Fi to signal K. And the whole thing is configurable over a web page, over Wi-Fi. At the moment, it is because it's a development board product. You will need to update the upload the software yourself. But I do have plans in the future to be able to offer that as a ready-made kit with software that is flexible enough so that you can just select what the inputs and outputs are supposed to be. Then I have SHESP32. That was actually our first product back in 2021. It was done in cooperation with Mark Farnan from Australia and Karl Erik Gustafsson from Finland. It's a more generic ESP32 based development boards, but it can do things like drive relays and do I2C or one-wire interfaces, and again it also has an isolated NMEA 2000 interface for easy connectivity and the same Wi-Fi configuration functionality as Helmet. For example, here on the Helmet side, I have the rudder angle indicator, and then I have a oil low pressure alarm that if I trigger it on, it will then transmit the signal over NMEA 2000, and this guy is listening to that specific PGN and then triggering an alarm on this box. Or similarly, if I press on this demo box, it will trigger both an audible and a visual alarm for a man overboard situation, and it will transmit the man overboard alarm into NMEA 2000 for other devices to pick it up and display on different displays, for example. And then finally, there's a new product that I actually developed more than a year ago, but never had time to properly make available. It's HALSUR, the HATLAB serial interface that can be used for interfacing different older devices, like for using, for example, NMEA 0183 or RS232 or raw UART. So you could interface older wind sensor devices or Victron VE Direct devices or AIS transponders that communicate over RS232, for example. And you can do then, for example, I have done a wind vane instrument or like interface that I can use to calibrate the instrument over like using the configurable web interface. And the same with an AIS transponder, I can use that device both to receive the data, but also to configure the transponder itself. And these devices are all available on the HatLab's web store. And yeah, so I will next carry on to the other most interesting devices in here. First, there is the Android tablet made by Christian Hartz. It is already available for sale in small quantities. So basically, what this is, it is a Raspberry Pi device with a similar setup as the HAL Pi 2 in a sense that it has a Compute Module 5 board underneath the main board that's shown here. It has, on the hardware side, it has a waterproof enclosure. It has the display is custom made for Christian. It is optically bonded to the front panel. So and it is specifically designed to have anti-glare and UV resistant features for typical outdoor cockpit use. Additionally, it has an industrial touchscreen module that works very well even if it has like direct like water drops, even like in spray water conditions, and it's very fast and responsible. So like I mentioned already, it's running Android by default. That's basically because the idea is that Android is a fair bit more, like basically the user experience is a fair bit better with Android than with Raspberry Pi Linux. That said, it is completely possible to just take the thing and flash it with a regular Raspberry Pi OS, and it will work just fine. It can be used as a front-end device for the HAL Pi, or then you can run different Android apps natively here. Like here you have the AVNAV, a German navigation software, and yeah, you can also like have a good selection of other software as well. Yeah, and what else about it? Christian is also providing a number of different accessories for it. So there's for example, a remote control that you can use. You can add GPS and NMEA 2000 connectivity using a daughter board. It has integrated USB and so forth. So it's a complete package. And it also comes optionally as a display-only device, so that you have the HDMI and USB-C ports that you can then use to basically use it as an external touchscreen display. Yeah. So the next thing would be OBP60. It's designed by Norbert Walter, and it is it's an e-paper multifunction display in this kind of smaller 4-inch form factor. It's a fairly ready-to-use device already. there is the software is well developed. It has an NMEA 2000 interface, and there is quite a bit of functionality that you can already configure over a web interface. And it is well, it has a 3D printed enclosure, but it's fully waterproof. And it's fully, because it's e-paper, it's also fully daylight readable, so it's like perfect for using in dry sunny conditions. And yeah, like there are 6 capacitive buttons that you can then use to access different functionality. And finally, it also has nighttime illumination. There are a number of LEDs there at the top, and there's a special diffractive pattern on the front plexiglass to provide nice and even ambient lighting for the whole e-paper. And it's also so both the OBP60 and the OBP Map 4 are available on request from Norbert Walter and Christian Hartz. I think this concludes on what I have to say now.